Times, the Daily News, the Post it got amazing reviews, and I've never been to a Broadway premiere.
No?
No.
Neither have I.
But I said let me go because Billy and I have the same manager. And
Was it a happy gay time down there on Broadway?
It was, yes.
I bet it was.
And I had my little camera. I'm going to go get some celebrity pictures, even though with the invitations, there's a little note that came with every invitation that said cameras are absolutely not permitted. If you bring a camera, be prepared to check it. No exceptions will be made. But I figured there's going to be one exception made, and it's going to be me. So I have my little camera on the side. And as my ex-girlfriend and I went, because, we're still friends. We hang out. We don't bang, of course.
That's the weirdest thing ever, but...
She's the only one I'm friends with, but I still like her as a person. And, once you fucked me, why come back for seconds? God forbid. You should do that. Of course not. Just hang out for the jokes. The jokes.
Oh, God.
Come for the jokes.
Did you spit in the
garbage can?
All right,
Pissed
thank
off,
you.
Out of respect. So we get there, and as we walk in, Rob Reiner's on the red carpet. I'm like, this is going to be fantastic. I go downstairs, waiting to use the bathroom right after I check my coat, and I hear a really familiar voice. I look up. Harvey Keitel is walking towards me.
Oh,
and
this is star-studded.
Dude, I love Harvey Keitel.
Who doesn't?
So I clear my throat, and I kind of pump up my chest, and then I fucking stare at him as he walks by. I say nothing to Harvey
that must have
Keitel.
looked odd. He must have been laughing in his head. Look at this.
I wanted so bad to go, can I get a picture? We just got there. I didn't want to get thrown out of the theater. She was on the toilet. So I wound up not getting a picture with Harvey Keitel. That's
some idiots in the bathroom staring at people.
Just staring at everybody. And then he, jerked off on the side of my car and told me, he made me spit my gum out. And then I was shot, and he took me to the hospital. All right, enough. So we watched them. I'm not even going to give a review of the show. The show was excellent. It was very funny. It was moving. It was just great. During intermission, I'm down there. I'm waiting to use the bathroom. I see Chaz Palminteri, but there's too many people around.
Yeah.
I can't get a picture with him. Because, again, you don't want to get booted. I'm walking out of the bathroom. Robin Williams is online for the bathroom.
Robin Williams. Oh, look, I can make something out of your camera. Look, it's a hat.
Oh, wow, that's funny, Robin. Wow, that stream of consciousness. Just amazing.
Well, I like him. He was...
Oh, little fat man, come up to Robin. What do you want?
What?
He was the only celebrity that acknowledged me. He puts
Well, you know Robin.
I know him casually
from the
Comedy
cellar and all that. Yeah.
So I
I
walk out
just
of the...
acknowledge you because you're a prop for me. Look, he's like my testicles.
He puts out his hand for me to shake. And
Big hairy mitt.
Big Oscar-winning mitt.
Oh.
And my hands were clammy because I had just washed them, but I didn't dry them properly.
Oh, good move.
They're all wet.
You're just a walking social faux
I
pas.
shake his hand with a wet hand, and I'm like, it's only wet because I washed it. He's like, what? I'm like, I just washed my hand. That's why it's wet. And he kind of laughed.
Oh, you were explaining your damp paw.
He laughed to be polite, and I think he was also grateful that I wasn't getting urine and semen all over his fingers, so he was just happy to have to finally be rid of me. So we watched.
Oh, he has sweaty hand.
Shut up. Say nothing funny, but he says it in a way that everyone thinks they gotta laugh.
It was. I walk upstairs. It's mobbed with celebrities. After the thing, Tavern on the Green is where the big after party is.
Look at you, Tavern on the Green.
So I go there, and we're just kind of sitting there hanging out, talking to people.
Can I ask you how you got invited to this?
I have the same Billy, and I have the same manager as Billy Crystal, Robin Williams.
Oh.
So of course I got the invite. Great seats in the mezzanine, first row in the mezzanine. You can see the stage. The show is fantastic. We go to Tavern on the Green, which I've never been to. And there's all these wealthy people and power players in the business. I'm all fat in my suit that I bought last summer, which fit great. And I'm so depressed because I'm wearing like a silky shirt, which just shows my titty outline.
Oh, no.
My ex looks phenomenal, and I'm just sitting there. I can't button my suit. If I button my suit, the bottom kind of flares out to the left and right. You know how you button something over your fat stomach, and the bottom flares out to the left and right? It's like my suit flares out like that little midget's hands.
Well, I think it's time for a new suit.
No, it's not. It's time for a sit-up. Mom is right. Maybe you could tone up and not have to buy new clothes every 4 weeks.
The gym right downstairs, you lazy bastard.
Yeah, you don't even have to leave the building.
Yeah, hit the 2 before the L, you fat pig, and do a little Stairmaster. Then go down and get your car and cruise prostitutes and pretend you don't know they're trannies. So I'm at Tavern on the Green, and I see like a little hubbub in the middle. I walk into the middle, and I see there's Billy Crystal having press photos taken. The press was allowed to have cameras. And I don't want to yank my camera out because I don't want to to get thrown out. But I yank my camera out, and I find Tanner, and I see Robert De Niro standing there, and I've never seen Robert De Niro in person, and it floors me.
Of course it does.
De Niro. So I get Tanner, and Tanner works for Billy Crystal. She works for David. She's my manager's assistant, so she works for Billy too. And Billy's the one who didn't want the cameras there because he didn't want everybody to get bothered, which is fine.
De Niro could have trumped my Clinton picture.
Dude, De Niro.
I know.
And I'm like,
De Niro.
I'm like, Tanner.
Remember we were thinking about what trumps my
Right.
picture with ex-president Clinton?
Opie, could you just imagine how nuts Jimmy was going?
Dude, you don't my heart.
In his head.
It was De Niro.
Going crazy. He's all about Jimmy is all about pictures with celebrities.
Right.
Loves pictures with celebrities. He's so proud of every picture of a celebrity he has. He hangs them up in his apartment so people can gawk at him. And there is the king,
The greatest that I would.
De
one
Niro.
of the greatest. One of the greatest.
One of the greatest. That would have been on your top
three.
Right.
Yes. So I get Tanner, and she doesn't want. I'm like, just come on. So I walk up behind him because he's going towards Billy Crystal to do some press photo. I didn't even know he was there, and I tap his arm.
Oh, no.
You don't tap De Niro
I said,
ever.
and I said, Bob.
Bob.
I called him Bob.
Hey, Bob.
You're not one of those guys on Leno where you could call Robert De Niro Bob.
I can't even call Bob Eatman Bob. I called De Niro
Eatman.
Bob.
Did he say, "Hey, Bobby"?
So we were hanging out.
Me
It
and
was,
Bobby.
Me, Bobby De Niro,
Right.
Chuck Heston.
Yeah.
He turns around. I put my hand out. And he shakes my hand, and what I should have said.
Was the hand dry at this point? At
It
least?
was dry.
Okay.
He dried it on
I was-
Robin Williams' fur. That Bigfoot.
I was so speechless that it was De Niro. And what I should have told him was that I'm a comic and I love King of Comedy. 'Cause I really do think that's such a brilliant portrayal of comic psychosis. But of course I don't do that because I'm a nervous nothing. So I just go, I'm a big fan. Can I get a picture? And he said no.
Oh, no.
It's the first.
I'm amazed.
The first
I'm amazed
celebrity
you're still alive.
turned down
I'm amazed you're still alive.
ever.
I can't look at Jim now.
Yeah.
It's the
I'm
fir-
picturing the scene and I can't look at him.
Why didn't you kill yourself this weekend?
Because the only one that ever turned me down before that was Frank Vincent, who was the one that Joe Pesci smashed his head in the car door in the original, and they were the one that they stabbed in Goodfellas in the trunk.
Right.
But that was going backstage to see Kiss, and he had to be somewhere, so I really didn't count that because it was a mob scene. He was like, "Oh,
This was just a denial because you would be bothering him.
no." He was very nice about it.
Of course he was nice about it.
He said to me, he goes, "Nah, I'm just trying to see Billy." He's like, "And if I take one, everybody's gonna start asking me." And it's like I knew he was being truthful. He wasn't being a prick.
Oh.
He just didn't want to have everybody take photos.
Jimmy,
And
next time you're in a room with Bobby De Niro, you get a picture.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude,
next time.
I got 2 handshakes. I believe I'm suicidal. But I did talk to my manager's son who said he was on the set of Analyze That. The last day of shooting, Bill Clinton showed up. And one of the people who had been working with De Niro the whole time said about Clinton, she said, this is the first time that everybody in the room isn't staring at De Niro. So, like, everything he does, everybody just looks at him.
Because
Like,
he's De Niro.
I know, and I'm not saying that he
Right.
probably just doesn't want to start a frenzy.
Yeah.
But he was nice about it. So I got Rob Reiner, and I saw De Niro talking to this little man. I'm like, well, who's that little fella? He looks familiar. It was Yogi Berra. So I got Yogi Berra.
Yogi Berra.
Yeah, it's just like getting De Niro.
Meathead.
Dude, I
Meathead
wanted-
is just as good as De Niro.
Sure it is,
Dude, the only one that would have been as good as De Niro from All in the Family was, I already have Sherman Hemsley, now I have Meathead, would have been